Hey guys, what's up? My name's Kayla from PlanningWithKay and welcome back to another video. I'm so excited to be back here today with you guys to set up some new bullet journal spreads. It's been a little while since I've posted a classic plan with me here on my channel, but I am back. July is almost over. August is just around the corner, believe it or not. So you know what that means. It's time to set up some August spreads in my bullet journal. In case you guys missed it last month, I ended up actually not really posting a typical July plan with me video, since in the beginning of June, the BLM movement really started back up again, and there was just so much going on around that. It didn't really feel appropriate or right for me to create a typical monthly theme like I normally would that's packed full of illustrative detail and some very happy-go-lucky type theme. I didn't really want to focus my time and energy on filming and editing a full plan with me video either. So what I decided to do was create a much more minimal sort of basic type theme for the month. And I then set up all of my July spreads in a 4-hour live stream on YouTube. It was an incredible time. I was also raising money for some BLM related causes during that live stream and hanging out with you guys, setting up spreads. And by the end of it, I had set up all of my July bullet journal spreads. So in case you missed all of that and didn't see that live stream go up or didn't know about this new sticker collection that is available in my shop, I'll have everything linked down below. And I'll also have the live stream linked up in the cards right here as well in case you want to go check that out. So because for my July theme, I ended up just going with something minimal that I chose on my own, I ended up not going through your theme suggestions that you had written under my June Plan With Me video. I decided to pull from those themes for August instead. August and July are pretty similar since they're both summer months, so basically all of the suggestions you guys had for July worked incredibly well for August as well. As usual, I compiled the most popular suggestions along with my favorites in a poll over on Patreon so that my patrons can decide on what the new theme for my monthly setup is gonna be. There were so many fun summery theme suggestions in that poll, and honestly, I would have been super okay with any of them winning. I thought they were all really, really fun options, but I'm extra excited to say that the winning theme ended up being a carnival-inspired theme. So for my August setup, I'm gonna be using this brand new Carnival Dream sticker collection that I designed specifically for setting up all of these spreads in my bullet journal. I absolutely love how this entire collection ended up turning out. I wanted to go with a super dreamy sort of sunset summer vibe. I'm so proud of all of these stickers, and I'm so excited to show you guys how I set up all of my August spreads using this new theme. As usual, I designed all of these stickers using my iPad Pro, Apple Pencil, and the app Procreate, the same way I've been doing for years, and I designed quite a few of these stickers during some Patreon live streams during this last month as well. So if you guys are ever interested in more behind the scenes other than the time lapse here, then definitely check out Patreon. I live stream 7 times a month there. Of course, this brand new sticker collection is available in my shop for purchase right now. That's PlanningWithKay.com, and all of the new sticker listings are also 20% off right now for a limited time only. So if you're interested in this new collection, either in physical mailed sticker form or in digital download form as well, be sure to check out my shop, PlanningWithKay.com. Every order from my shop also always comes with a freebie sheet. So this is this month's freebie sheet that matches the carnival theme super well. So make sure you check out my shop to get your hands on all of that. I'll have all of the new sticker listings listed in the description down below, so make sure you take a peek at the description after this video and take a look at all of those brand new on sale sticker listings. All right guys, so with all of that out of the way, it's time to grab my bullet journal, grab my new sticker theme, and jump right in and start setting up some August spreads. All right, so I'm going to be starting off my monthly setup with a decorative cover page, as I always do, just as a good way to introduce the month. I'm going to be using my watercolors throughout this setup as well. I'll link all of my supplies below in case you're interested. And I hope you're also enjoying the adorable Luna Cam in the corner. That's something I've been doing as a part of my Patreon live streams recently, is having a little Luna cam. So I decided to bring it to my videos as well, just Luna being adorable. After I create this watercolor backsplash on the left, I'm gonna wait for all of that to dry and stick in this free Antiracist pledge checklist resource guide printable that I've made available. I've been using the checklist portion of this as a monthly cover page, basically. I customize it a little bit each month, and this is just a great way to stay accountable in my journal when it comes to practicing and supporting anti-racism and Black lives. If you guys are interested in staying accountable in your own journal as well, please do download and share the free printables. There's also a resource guide with all sorts of BLM related resources, so I really encourage you guys to check that out. On the left page now, I'm going to be using some stickers to create a fun, dreamy carnival scene on this background. So I'm using some of the flags to create a flag banner along the top. And now I'm going to go in with these Carnival Doodles here to create my full scene. So I have a Ferris wheel in the background, a sign, and some little snack booths in the foreground. And now I'm gonna do just a classic Ding Dong Kayla mistake, and I'm gonna write the wrong month really big all the way across the page. Time has just been passing too quickly these days, so I thought this was still for July, but it's absolutely okay because it's just an excuse to show you an easy way to cover up a mistake. I just printed some black paper by printing all black on some sticker paper, and I just stuck that right over top. And I'm gonna go over that now with my white gel pen to write in August. I promise I didn't do that mistake on purpose. It was 100% unintentional, but I'm actually really happy it happened because I much prefer the way this turned out with the white on black. Moving along now, I'm going to create my main monthly overview spread with my calendar for August. So I'm creating my calendar boxes. Each day gets a spot that's 3.5 spaces wide by 5 spaces tall. And I'm now creating another flag sort of banner at the top of this calendar. And that's going to be the spots I'm going to write in, or actually stick in, my dates. I have these tiny little Monday through Sunday stickers as a part of the Carnival Dream monthly kit. So I'm sticking those in over top. And now I'm going to use this new sheet that I released last month as a part of my more minimal basic collection. It's just these mixed number stickers. This has been one of my favorite new sticker sheets recently. I have it in all sorts of different color schemes as well. And I just love the clean look. And I also love not having to write in numbers because you guys know I always mess it up. Like 9 times out of 10, I end up having to correct a mistake. So I loved using those for this calendar here. I'm now busting out my watercolors again to create a header at the top of this page. I'm going to be using these watercolors for my entire setup. I just was way too in love with how they looked, and they match this theme so perfectly. So I created my August header on the right side, and I also used some stickers to create a monthly overview header on the left. The background is from the monthly kit, and then I used my monthly spreads header sheet for the monthly overview sticker. On this left page, I'm going to have 2 sections, one as a task list for the month and another as my financial check-in. I've been doing this the last couple months and really love it. I just write in the balances of all my accounts, credit cards, checking, savings, all of it at the start, at the end of the month. And then it just gives me a good overview of how I'm doing money-wise, if I need to cut back on spending or if I'm in the clear. And I've just really loved doing that for myself. It's been a good little check-in for me. I'm using some of these adorable Admit One stickers as easy decoration along the bottom, and then after I write in my tasks and finances headers, that is it for my monthly overview spread for the month of August. Next up in my August monthly setup, I'm going to be setting up 2 separate pages here. One is going to be a daily review and the other is going to be a gratitude log. So I'm starting off with my headers at the top using these really cute little banners from the Functional Monthly Kit add-on sheet. And again, using the monthly spread headers sheet for the daily review and gratitude log headers. My daily review here is just going to be a section to jot down a super short summary of each day and also record my mood. You can see I'm using one of those circle list stickers. This one was a part of the July Patreon only sheet, but I also have full sheets of these available in my shop. Then on the right side for my gratitude log, I'm just going to jot down a quick little word or sentence about something that I'm grateful for from that day. I really like focusing on the positives with my gratitude log, and I'm excited to incorporate that into my monthly setup this month. So now to finish off this spread that all the functional items are inserted in there, I'm going to fill in the sides with some decorative watercolor hearts. I experimented with this style during one of my Patreon live streams in July, and I just absolutely loved how this ended up looking with these multicolored watercolor hearts. I'm doing a more pinkish purple color scheme on the left to match the banner at the top, and then on the right I'm going to do the exact same thing but with a more bluish purple color scheme. I really can't say enough how much I love how this turned out. I didn't include these hearts on any of my other spreads throughout this setup, but I'm definitely going to bring these back for some weeklies or daily logs later this month. I just am in love with these. Once I laid in the watercolor hearts themselves, I then just finished it off by throwing in some offset outlines around the hearts. And with that, that is it for my daily review and my gratitude log pages for the month of August. Of course, Luna had to come lie down right on top of my journal. She absolutely loves just lying down right on top of everything that I'm currently using. So we'll just scoot her out of the way and move right along to the next spread in this setup. I'm going to be setting up 2 separate pages here. One is going to be a general brain dump for the month of August, which is just a section for me to jot down fleeting thoughts, ideas, maybe stuff I want to look into for the future. And I'm going to have that split into categories. And then on the right side, I'm going to have my anti-racist playlist page. This is something that I started doing last month. It's a part of my July monthly setup. And it's a place for me to really focus on both diversifying the content I consume and educating myself on anti-racism as well. So I'm going to be filling that out throughout the month. And again, I really encourage you to go ahead and download that free printable that I have down in the description below. It has all sorts of really amazing books, movies, shows, and other resources that I would recommend that you guys consume and that I'm recommending for myself as well. And some of those will show up on this anti-racist playlist for the month of August. So I created some really fun little watercolor backsplashes, and once those dried, I wrote in all of my categories over top. So for my brain dump, I have YouTube, Patreon, stickers, and other. And then for my playlist page on the right, I have it separated into books, movies and shows, podcasts, and other. Next up, I'm going to be creating my normal live stream schedule page for the month. I always create this super quickly using the calendar printable from my Patreon. It's available for $1 a month if you're interested, and I also have a bunch of other printables there as well. I just stuck that into my journal with some sticker paper. I cut off the main August header at the top and instead wrote in live stream schedule, and that is it. I'll fill that up with my Patreon and YouTube and Instagram live streams for the month of August once I schedule everything out. Now on the right side, I'm going to create a just decorative quote page basically. So I created this big watercolor splash for the background here, and I'm then going to continue with that black paper sort of happy accident that I did for the first spread of this video. So I stuck in a black piece of paper in the middle. I then put in some of my fun carnival ride stickers. I love how it looks with them all next to each other there. And I'm then just gonna letter in, enjoy the ride with that white gel pen. Again, all my supplies are always gonna be linked down in the description below, so be sure to check that out if you're interested in any of the supplies that I'm using for this video. All right, so now I have all my monthly spreads set up, and next I'm going to be setting up a couple of my weekly dashboards for the month of August. I want to pre-plan a couple weeks ahead so I give myself some time where I can pre-plan for the month, but then I'm going to leave the rest of my weekly dashboards to create as the month goes on. I'm creating this sort of sign here, I guess, with all of these arrow stickers. So it looks like I have different signs that say the days of the week. Each day here is getting a spot that is 5 spaces tall, and I'm gonna have 4 different sections on this weekly dashboard. I'm gonna have a spot for a task list for each day. I'm then going to have a bills section to keep track of any bills that are due, a spot to jot down any live streams that are happening that week, and finally a 3-habit habit tracker for each day. So you can see here how I'm giving each section its little column. I created another watercolor backsplash at the top, and I'm going to be writing in those different sections with my white gel pen over the top of that. It's a really easy layout, but very effective and really uses the page well. I really love how this turned out, and I think it's going to work well for my very busy start to the month. The start and end of the month for me are always the craziest, so I'm very excited to start using this weekly to start off the month of August. Now to finish up this whole entire setup, I'm going to be setting up this second weekly. This is for August 10th through 16th, starting off by sticking in some large headers at the top from the monthly kit, and below that sticking in some of these colorful string lights also from the monthly kit. So on the left side is where I'm going to have my bills and my live stream kind of trackers for the week. I am creating another watercolor backsplash again on the left side. It's going to be a background for my dates. And then I have 2 columns, each 10 spaces wide for bills and live streams. On the right page, I'm going to have my habit tracker and my task list. And I'm now going in with these weekly stickers. Those are from the freebie sheet. I send this out with all orders, and I also send out a freebie sheet with all Patreon rewards as well. And I change them up to match each month, depending on what theme I do. So I'm using those little weekly stickers alternating purple and pink. And I'm then just writing in my habit tracker and task list headers. I now just have a few finishing details to finish off this weekly dashboard. I'm going to throw in some more string lights. I'm going to use my Tombow brush pen to finish off all the headers at the tops of my columns here. And then I'm just going to stick in one of my circle lists for my task list at the bottom. And with all of that, that is completely it for my August setup and my August plan with me. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me set up all these super dreamy, colorful watercolor sticker-filled spreads. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your month of August. All right, guys, that is it for my video. I hope you guys loved watching me set up all of these Carnival Dream themed spreads in my bullet journal for the month of August. I'm seriously so happy with how this entire setup turned out. I feel like it turned out a million times better than I pictured in my head, especially the watercolor really tied everything together there, but I hope you guys loved watching me set all of this up. Don't forget that this entire sticker collection is of course available for purchase in my shop and for 20% off for a limited time only. Of course, all of the links will be down below. It's planningwithkay.com for my shop and patreon.com/planningwithkay for my Patreon. Super easy to find if you want to go check either of those out. And that's all I have for you today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a like and hit that subscribe button down below. Also hit the notification bell if you want to be notified the next time I post a video. Follow me on Instagram if you're not already at PlanningWithKay, and don't forget that all of the links to everything I mentioned today, my sticker shop, Patreon, all of the new sticker listings, everything else is right down there in the description below. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Have an amazing start to August, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.